Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to tell you the story of one of the most discreet and unexpectedly dangerous criminals in Latin America, Daniel Camargo Barbosa, a man whose quiet, humble appearance allowed him to hide for years until one small piece of evidence exposed everything. Make yourselves comfortable. Let's begin. Daniel Camargo was born in 1930 in Colombia. His childhood was filled with fear, a cruel stepmother, a passive father, and a home where silence was safer than speaking. A tough childhood doesn't create a monster by default, but in Camargo, something grew early. A void, an emotional emptiness, a lack of empathy that only deepened with time. He was quiet, isolated, and strangely detached from other children. Teachers later said he behaved like someone who was there but absent. In the 1960s, Camargo committed serious crimes in Colombia and was sentenced to prison for many years. But prison didn't stop him. It became his study room. He watched. He analyzed the guards' routine. He waited. One rainy night, he managed to escape through a window and disappeared without noise or chaos. Crossing the border into Ecuador, he blended into ordinary life, or at least what looked like ordinary life.
During the early 1980s, young girls and women began disappearing across rural Ecuador. At first, these cases seemed unrelated. The suspect's appearance was too unremarkable. A thin, polite man, dressed modestly, never raising suspicion. And here's the unsettling truth. Sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who look the most harmless. Camargo would gain trust easily, offering help or conversation, and then vanish into remote areas with his victims. He knew how to avoid leaving evidence. He chose isolated locations. He operated with cold, mechanical precision. He was, quite literally, a man of shadows. Investigators later linked around 70 confirmed victims to Camargo across Ecuador and Colombia. Some experts believe the real number could reach 100 or more. He remains one of the most prolific serial offenders in recorded history, and yet he was nearly invisible. So how was he caught? One day, a 16-year-old girl managed to escape from him. Terrified but alive, she gave police a detailed description: his clothing, height, voice, and the direction he walked after she ran. This was the turning point. During the search, police found a plastic bag hidden near a forest path. Inside were personal items belonging to several missing girls, pieces of fabric, and, most importantly, a hand-drawn map showing the walking routes commonly used by local schoolgirls. This was enough. Camargo was arrested the next day near the Guayas River, walking calmly as if nothing in the world concerned him. During questioning, he simply said, "If you want the truth, I can tell you, but you won't like it."
At that time, Ecuadorian law allowed a maximum sentence of 16 years, no matter how serious the crimes. And that is exactly what Camargo received. The country was outraged. Many feared he would eventually be released and vanish again. Throughout the trial, Camargo remained disturbingly calm. No anger, no fear, no remorse. Just cold detachment. The same emptiness he carried since childhood. Camargo never completed his sentence. In 1994, he was killed by a fellow inmate, the brother of one of his victims. There were no final words, no apology, no explanation, only the same silence that had followed him all his life.
The story of Daniel Camargo Barbosa reminds us that evil doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides behind an ordinary face, and sometimes it walks beside us so quietly that we never notice it.
Thank you for watching. I'll bring you another fascinating story soon, and from you, I only ask for a like, a comment, and a subscription.